Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today we're drinking, I don't even know how to, this doesn't even work at all.
It's a finished single malt.
That's a horrible catchphrase. All right, Ben, after that horrible intro, let's see if we can improve things with the whiskey.
Let's see. Bam! We've got Stranahan single malt, American single malt, sherry cask finish. And this one, we were just looking up the information, is actually aged 7 years. Which
7 years. We like Stranahans.
Yep.
We do like finished, bourbons especially, but I mean, even finished single malts are kind of okay.
This geez, that was stuck on there really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is aged considerably longer than the standard Stranahan offering.
Correct.
Mild synthetic cork pop there. But if you look at the color on that stuff, I mean, it's
definitely
really,
in the red.
Yeah.
We assume we got that from the sherry cask.
The sherry cask, yeah. 94 proof.
And the lid and the cap.
And so Stranahan's is a company out of Colorado. I think well, their own single malt they do, so I'm assuming this is their own product.
I would assume it was actually distilled in the
wow,
in the Colorado.
that has a fantastic nose on it.
Huh. Denver, Colorado.
That's got just like red fruit candy sweetness, like strawberries, cherries.
And a sweet tart.
That's really bold. Sherry cask sourced from someplace in Spain. I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Yep.
But yeah, very. Yeah, I'm with you on the sweet tart.
Getting like a little bit of like it. I think it's gonna be sweet, not necessarily too sweet, but it at this point I'm thinking sweet floral type notes.
Okay, well let's get into it. Cheers. Ooh. I am into that. How much do you pay for this bottle?
I think it was $65.99 in that range.
Yeah. That's got a little bit more of a bite than I would expect at 94.
It's continuing to still have a blueberry kind of bite.
Yeah, interestingly enough, there is sort of a blueberry note to it.
So it's awesome, but we have often ridiculed or at least commented that we think single malts have a particular flavor profile. The apple, kind of apple pear.
Those lighter fruit.
With maybe some cinnamon. This seems to have
toffee and
that
kind of biscuits and stuff.
Turned up to 11. Like I'm getting apple like crazy, but then also the red fruits and stuff.
Yeah, it's wrapped up in those red fruits.
This is like really aggressive flavors, but the flavor itself is kind of mellow, which is, it's kind of a weird, well, I think the age is helping it. Like this is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like it, but whiskey geeks who are okay with single malts are gonna love it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is, now we are drinking outside. And if you watch this channel,
in the
you know
garage,
my palate is not as good outside as it is inside, and nobody else believes me that that's a thing. But this is, it just got a ton of bold flavors. The flavor of it matches the color of it in a weird way. Does that make sense?
Well,
like
yeah,
you look at the
red.
color of this, and it's got just those, this is just a red whiskey overall. Yeah. Do you know what, and I may be completely off on this because I'm just going by memory, but you had that Dalmore 12-year.
12-year was a port cask.
Right, and that one I remember kind of had like a raisin fig sort of.
I think so.
But along with the red fruit.
Yep.
And this one is kind of reminding me of that because it has those single malt notes with the red fruit on top of it, and I can almost maybe get a tiny little bit of that raisin note.
I think so.
But this one at $65 versus, what is that, Dalmore 12? Like, I mean, it's a
89. It's not as it's not
as bad as some of the Dalmore stuff.
Yeah, I think in the 89 range seems to sound familiar.
Now, don't quote me on this. Quote Sugar Kitty on this. But when we had him on, and I mentioned I like that Dalmore 12 so much, I think he said that is one that they're allowed to add some coloring to.
That's true.
I don't know if they can't add flavor to Scotch. They can add coloring.
I think food coloring.
Is that what it is? Okay. Because I was commenting on how dark that one was too. But yeah, this is really good.
It is.
This is the type of thing that if you're not a malted barley, single malt profile sort of person,
or Scotch, I mean,
or
similar
Scotch in general,
Scotch,
it's basically it's Scotch made in the United States climate, or the climate of whatever state it's made in, because it's essentially it's the same mash bill. It's kind of like if they made an exact bourbon replica and aged it in Scotland. Yeah, you can't call it bourbon, but it's a bourbon mash bill.
Bourbon type thing.
This is a Scotch mash bill.
This is Scotch-like, but obviously they're not pretending it's from Scotland.
But this could be, what I was going to say, this could be a nice intro for someone to start getting into that flavor profile, because it's not just the bare bones basic single malt, which, to be honest, and send your hate mail if you want, I find a little bit boring a lot of times.
Well, I mean, we didn't create a Scotch channel, we created a bourbon channel.
Right, exactly.
We like maybe a little bit bolder flavors. And I mean, Denver probably has a more temperature swing type climate than some place in Scotland.
Sure.
So, I mean, I think maybe 7 years of this is going to be, more interesting than a 7-year Scotch.
Right. But yeah, that's great. Yeah. I'm really impressed with that. This is encouraging me to explore Stranahans even more.
We've liked Stranahans a lot. We've got
like the
cask strength one.
The basic regular one's all right.
Yep.
The cask strength one single barrel is really good.
Really good.
And now we've had this one, and
then also that blue one, the Pikes something.
Oh, that's right. It's a Diamond Peak or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the.
That one was good. So I think I like Stranahans a lot.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I would definitely recommend trying this one out if you're into a finished single malt. This is great.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, this has been Stranahan's Sherry Cask Finish on the Bourbon Note. I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.